Hey, how you guys doing there? It's Mitchell here from Mitch's K1 Visa channel. I'm happy today. It's about 80 degrees in California where I live. Today I'm in El Dorado Hills, so if any of you guys know where that's at, say hello to me. I don't live here, but I come out here for the bike riding. I love to get my bike riding in. And here we are today. So I also always spend my time trying to make a video or two on weekends because this is a great time to do it and a great place to do it. Topic of the day, the Form I-130 and why it gets denied. The Form I-130 is a necessity. It is a requirement because the Form I-130 is a petition, in this case for your wife or for your future wife, excuse me, to come to America. So this form has to be done. It has to be sent to USCIS with all the requested documents in the I-130 as well. So what does this mean? It means you cannot get around it, guys. It has to be done. Now, some people say, you know what, I'll spend a couple $1,000 to get a lawyer to do it, or whatever, how much money it costs these days, I don't know. When I did mine 6 years ago, I just did it myself. I went very slow, watched a couple of videos like this one here to help me out. Actually, the video I watched, she doesn't even do videos anymore, but she did a great channel to help me out, so I used her advice and I got through it pretty easily. So, what's the first thing to make sure you are not caught up in that 4,000 to 6,000 denied I-130s a year? Yeah, 4,000 to 6,000 are denied every year. What's the number one reason? Insufficient information. So you guys all know when I tell you to turn the information into USCIS, send in a lot of information, right? I mean, a lot of pictures, a lot of proof that you guys are really a bona fide couple. I always say that, but here's the issue. Sometimes when you're sending in copies, the copies don't burn right. Sometimes copies are too dark or they fold over on themselves, and you send that stuff in the USCIS. USCIS will not spend a lot of time trying to decipher what the information is on your document. So guys, please make sure the copies read well and read bright. Another thing is too, a huge one is that say you guys gotta make sure when you get the information from your loved one that she has her documents translated. It doesn't matter what language she speaks, USCIS requires, not, they don't ask, they require that whatever language she speaks, could be Chinese, could be Ukrainian, could be whatever, it's Spanish, it must be translated into English. Now, what I did, I found a person in my area who did such translations for me. Of course, it wasn't free, but I still had it done. I had her birth certificate translated. She had a divorce before, so I had a divorce document also translated into English. So make sure you guys don't fall into those easy traps, okay? Eligibility, pretty simple, right? Just make sure you can actually sponsor this person or you're able to get married to this person. Make sure you're not still married, you know. Make sure you're qualified, okay? Nothing in your record that would be disqualifying you as far as some kind of egregious felony crime, you know, things of that nature. Just make sure that you can do that. Another thing too, for the petitioner, the guy most of the time trying to get this beautiful wife to be over to America, is that he has to make sure that he can provide documents that prove he is he is an American citizen. I laugh because sometimes we forget this part because you'll see on the I-130, there's not a whole lot there that it talks about. It does talk about it, but just make sure you guys don't forget it. What does that mean? It means either a birth certificate, passport, combination of things. And here too, guys, here's the deal. Here's the secret. Don't just send in your birth certificate. Send in as many things as you can that you believe qualify you as a rightful petitioner. So your birth certificate copy, passport copy, even sometimes, guys, a copy of your social security. You know, it just, the more you have, the more you give to USCIS, the less they can say no, because you're giving them everything you have. So you're not playing any games, and you tell them how sincere you are about getting your loved one here. Now, at this point here, guys, I want to stop. I want to ask you a favor. Can you please hit the subscribe button? Be very nice. Please like. Always send comments. Comments are great on these kind of channels. These are very good topics to talk about, you know. So the more comments we can have, the more advice we can give each other. It's awesome. I always appreciate that. And if you want to know when I send out my next video, just hit the bell, okay? Let's keep going. Now, this one got me. This one surprised me. My friend, who also has his wife, came from, oh my gosh, was it Russia? I forget where she came from, but his wife came from Russia, I believe. But get this, his got denied the first time, not because of what he did, because of what USCIS did. Can you believe it? I can. But they were honest about it, you know. They know the mistake that they did. And he got to just he had to reapply though again. So yeah, they made a mistake, but he had to find the mistake because he knew it wasn't him. He saw what they did wrong. He had to contact them, go through a process, and resubmit everything again. At that point, they approved his petition. But you just have to make sure, you guys, that, oh my gosh, you check all your lines when they send stuff back to you if they say you're denied. Check everything, because it might not be you, understand? It might be them, right? It's like when you break up with somebody, right? You say, no, it's not you, it's me. Same thing there. Just check USCIS paperwork too, because they're humans as well. This stuff is still not automated. Humans have to dissect these documents you're sending in. They got to look at everything you're sending to them, make sure it's all legitimate. That's all done by humans still. It's not much automation done for these K-1 visa applications. It just isn't done that way yet, because they really want to make sure they're looking carefully at these documents to prevent who? The fraudsters, as always, right? So that's why they do this. The last thing on the big mistake that people are making, the guys are making, is that it's kind of crazy, but you're not making enough money. USCIS has the lowest margin there for income to support 2 people or 3 people, however many you have. They have a chart there for you. Some petitioners don't simply have enough money to show support for this person or her child, etc. So they're sending in these documents hoping that no one's going to see that, I guess, or they're making a mistake or whatever. If you don't have that bare minimum income, USCIS is not going to allow that to get past them. You will be rejected. Now, for that to be fixed, I saw, I read from a guy, Craig. Craig's a great friend of mine, actually. He's also got a foreign wife, but here's what he did, and here's what you can do. This is legal. You can get yourself a co-sponsor to your income. So Craig had his brother be his co-sponsor to his income, because Craig had a new business, wasn't making much money then, but he wanted his wife to be here to help him grow the business, because she had a lot of skills in the same business. So he knew it was going to be successful with his wife. It was just a matter of getting her here, you know. So he got the co-sponsor with his brother's income. It showed he did have enough money, and sure enough, it passed through USCIS screening there, and he got to get his wife to come to America. And now today, they're doing pretty well. They're doing about a middle-class range of income, and they're very happy because his brother helped to co-sign for his application. So you guys, the first thing I do with the form I-130, just look through it. Don't touch anything. Just look through every line. Make sure you can do it. Make sure it's possible for you, okay? After that, go for it. You really, honestly, from my opinion, guys, I'm not an attorney. I'm not some brain surgeon. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I just went line per line per line, and that's how I did it. That's how I passed that's how I got my application approved, so I can get my incredible wife here to America. And so that's it for you guys. Again, I'm not an attorney, like I said before. What I am, though, is a guy who's been through the process. I understand the frustrations. I understand how long it can take. I understand the tons of paperwork they make you do. I get all that. I've been there. what better person to help you than someone who's actually been through the process successfully, right? And 6 years later, I cannot tell you guys enough. I am extremely happy with my wife. For me, she's a dream come true. I'm very happy, you know. I mean, we're in our 6th year now, and this is the best thing I ever did for me. She just matched what I wanted in a person to be with for the rest of my life, right? And I really want you to have the same success that I have experienced with my experience, my life, you know, because when you find that right person, no matter where they live in the world, when you find that right person, your life just really changes for the better. It's a good life, you know, and I'm very happy and I'm very humble. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. Please send me a beautiful like, comment for sure. As always, hit the bell for more videos and subscribe to Mitch's K1 Visa channel. You guys are awesome. Hit me up with any questions you might have. I've been there, done that. Thank you.